90s keys? Oh yeah, I got some. Let's check them out. What's going on, 22 here, and I was tagged by Colossus Collector in a top 10 90s keys challenge. This was started by Alan over at Comic Collector Geek. He tagged the immortal Biggie Shack. Biggie tagged the Colossus Collector, who then in turn tagged me. Links for all these guys will be down below in the description, so go check out their channels, go check out their top 10 90s keys as well. I wanted to show off books that I know Colossus Collector didn't show off, and I know that Alan didn't show off, and that way I kind of, spread out the books that you've already seen. Let's dive right in. Let's check out these books. The first one up was in 1990, and this is New Mutants number 87. This book features the first appearance and first cover appearance of Cable. Awesome cover done by Rob Liefeld, and it's homaged several times over. Also in 1990, we got one of my favorite mutants of all time, and yes, I'm saying this is his first appearance. Uncanny X-Men Annual 14. This has got the first appearance of Gambit in here. I know that's kind of a controversial first appearance, but I did do a cameo first appearance episode on this character here, so go back, check it out, and you will see the internal pages of both this book and X-Men 266. This book was supposed to come out after 266, however that's not how it happened, and so this is where we get our first look of Gambit. Another favorite mutant of mine from all time is Bishop, and we got his first appearance in the Uncanny X-Men 282 from 1991. This is the second print. The first print has a yellow background instead of the gold, so I am on the lookout for that. Awesome book, and very glad that I have it. In 1992, we got a brand new publishing company, 2 comics, and that's Image Comics, and they came out with what is, I believe, their flagship book and the biggest hit from all their comics, which was Spawn number 1. This could be the first appearance of Spawn, or it could be Malibu Sun. I haven't looked into it yet to really decide which one I think it is. But this has also got the first appearance of Malboja and Sam and Twitch inside this book. So, awesome key book from the 90s. It's always great when you can sit there and find a Batman Rogues villain's first appearance. This is one right here from 1992. Batman Shadow of the Bat, number 1. This is the first appearance of Victor Zsasz, a murderer who rhymes a good bit. He also tallies up his body with the body count that he has. I think one of the biggest events in comic book history happened in 1993, and one that I consider a key. Superman number 75 is, as we all know, the death of Superman. They finally did it. They finally killed him off. Y'all know I'm not a Superman fan, so this is something I have to have in the PC. Just recognize it, the one that can fly and faster than a speeding bullet and stronger than everything else has his limits as well. Also in 1993, DC came out with a new imprint with their flagship character, and that is Static Shock. This is Static number 1 from 1993 and features the first appearance of Static Shock. This book right here was inclusion before the word was even a thing. So I think this is a monumental key for the 1990s. In 1994, we got a look at a new character who would eventually become a Green Lantern. This is Green Lantern number 48, and this is the first appearance of Kyle Rayner, who would eventually be the 90s pretty much Green Lantern. Another overlooked DC key of the 90s, in my opinion. In 1994, I think we got one of the most now iconic armors of Iron Man's Legion of Iron in Iron Man number 305. This features the first full of the Hulk Buster armor in this book. I love Age of Ultron and the fight scene between the Hulk Buster and Hulk. It's one of the funniest parts, and I just love the way that they did it. Last but not least, when I think of the 90s, there's one TV show in particular that I think of that just screams 90s to me, and that is the X-Files. And in 1994, we got the Ash Can for X-Files, the comic book series. This was featured in a Star Wars magazine polybag. In 1995 is when the issue number 1 would be released. But this is the first appearance of Scully and Mulder. There you have it. Those are my top 10 90s keys in my PC. Thank you so much, Colossus Collector, for tagging me in this challenge. I greatly appreciate it. Link for him will be down below, as well as Biggie Shack and Alan the Comic Collector Geek. Please go and check out those channels as well. Alan does new challenges every Friday, so go check out his channel, especially the one that's coming up Friday, and see if there's a challenge that you would want to take a part of. As far as my tags for this video, I'm going to leave it open to anybody that wants to do this. I don't have anybody off the top of my head that I know that's infatuated with the 90s, but I do want to see some more of these 90s challenge books. So if you feel led and if you want to show off, please say that 22 tagged you in it. You are more than welcome to say that, and just tag Alan in it. There's 2 hashtags to put in your title. I'm gonna have them right here at the bottom. Put those hashtags in your title, and also tag Alan in there as well, so that you can be added to the playlist that he has going on as well. Thank y'all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all can find me on a podcast every Monday, new episodes of the Comically Comics podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. You can also find me on Instagram and eBay at 22_comics. Once again, thank y'all so much for watching, and as always, y'all have a good one.